Hello guys, and welcome to another video. My name is Marinda, your friendly pharmacist here at Medicine Chest Pharmacy, and today's topic is andropause. So join me as we discuss what is andropause, how to make sure that your testosterone hormone is stays in check, that you improve it, and that andropause would not be scary as it is for many others. Now, just remember, disclaimer right away, I'm not a doctor, I'm a pharmacist. It's my job, or part of my job, to educate, not to prescribe or not to diagnose anyone. So the information I'm sharing here with you is for educational purposes. Should you wish to try any of these things that I will mention, you always discuss it with your primary physician or your urologist or any of your doctors that you may be seeing. So let's start. So what is andropause? So last week we spoke on menopause. Menopause, as you know from last week's discussion, it is the decline of female S hormones. Now for educational purposes, we don't want to say the words that may not be allowed on certain mediums, so we want to be safe. So this content is for mature folks, so if this is not your age, kindly scroll right on through. So let's continue. So what is andropause? Andropause is a term used to describe age-related changes in male hormone levels, especially testosterone. While it doesn't happen as suddenly as female menopause, it can be just as real and just as life-altering. It typically affects men over the age of 40, and symptoms can sneak up slowly. Signs of andropause: low energy, mood swings or irritability, decreased libido or S drive, difficulty maintaining E, the big E, increased body fat or reduced muscle mass, poor sleep, lack of motivation. So these are the symptoms. So if you find that you're not being able to sleep or rest properly, start discussing this with your doctor. Get it checked out. If you feel that things that you used to do, you don't want to do them anymore, speak to your doctor. If any of these symptoms sound familiar, however, these signs can overlap with many other conditions such as depression, thyroid issues, or diabetes. So it's always important not to self-diagnose, and as I said, you speak with your doctor. So what's going on inside? What's going on with your body? Why do you feel this way? Testosterone levels naturally decline about 1% each year after age 30. So if you're 30 going on to 31, you may not feel it as a 40-year-old is probably feeling, or a 50-year-old male is probably feeling. But however, over time it adds up. So imagine every year your testosterone level goes down by 1%. And if your body stops converting testosterone efficiently, or you're under chronic stress, it can make things worse. So there's a saying that goes like stress K, but we're not going to say the K word, we're going to say stress unalives. So it's very important that males feel comfortable in this current environment to be humans, to express their emotions. And it's very important that we as a society, we as mothers, daughters, wives, sisters, we provide that safe space for them to be human. So what can help? Now let us talk about science-backed supplements that may support healthy testosterone levels. So I'm going to list them and then we're going to discuss them. So we have ashwagandha, zinc, vitamin D3, and I just love talking about vitamin D and how beneficial it is in many conditions. Fenugreek, magnesium, DHEA, and of course we're going to get into lifestyle tips that can also help to boost testosterone. So those are the science-backed supplements that can help with testosterone levels. So let's get into how they can help. So ashwagandha is an adaptogen that may reduce cortisol. And if you don't know, cortisol is the stress hormone. And if your cortisol levels are up, it means that your testosterone levels are going down. So ashwagandha is here to help. It will help to boost your testosterone levels. And this information is backed by the American Journal of Men's Health in a study conducted in 2019. Zinc. Zinc is critical for testosterone production. Even mild zinc deficiency can lower testosterone levels. You can find zinc in meats, shellfish, and pumpkin seed, or you can take it as a supplement. Now, these are just some examples. Those aren't the only things you can find zinc in. Vitamin D3, it's actually a hormone in the body. So you have vitamin D3 that's not activated or of use circulating in your body. The minute your body is exposed to sunlight, it activates the form of vitamin D that your body needs. So this is why sunlight is very important. So you need sun exposure to get that activated source of vitamin D. And some men may need additional supplements. So again, this is the reason why I said before you start anything that I mentioned here, you need to get your labs done. You need to see if your vitamin D level is low. If this is one of the reasons why you're feeling the way you're feeling. Fenugreek contains compounds called furanolinic saponins that may support free testosterone. A randomized placebo-controlled trial showed improved strength and libido. So in a test, it showed that fenugreek, in a controlled placebo trial that is, it showed that fenugreek did help improve strength and libido. So it helped improve the way you felt like energy-wise and helped to boost up that SD, that S drive. Magnesium. Magnesiums free up testosterone by reducing binding to proteins in the blood. So this is a bit of chemistry here for you. So imagine that you have a lock and key going around your body. Your entire body is locks and they have different keys. So you find protein, a lot of protein is in these locks. By consuming magnesium, magnesium becomes a key that can displace these protein key and get in there to unlock the potential of your body to elevate the testosterone levels. I hope this, my explanation helped. And magnesium is best taken after a workout or at night because magnesium can induce sleepiness. It can relax the muscle and help you to feel relaxed enough to sleep. Again, and there are different types of magnesium. So there's magnesium oxide, there's magnesium citrate or citrate, there's magnesium glycinate, and there's another one. However, as I said before, if you need to know which one you should get, speak to your doctor. He or she would be the best person to get that advice from. The other one we mentioned was DHEA, and that is dihydroepiandrosterone. It's a precursor hormone that may support testosterone levels. It's more potent, and you should definitely be under medical supervision should you decide to use it. And my favorite part of any health discussion is always mentioning lifestyle tips, because as pharmacists we believe that your lifestyle choices can help improve your health condition, no matter what it is. Lifestyle changes must be made. Medication alone will not assist. So, simple things that you can change are your sleep pattern, exercise, avoiding processed foods, managing your stress, and maintaining a healthy weight. So let's just discuss that. So when we say your sleep routine, we mean it's important that you at least get 7 to 8 hours rest. Your body needs that rest so that other functions that take part while you're resting can happen. If you don't know, cholesterol is broken down at night. So basically it's broken down when you're sleeping. So if you don't get sufficient sleep, cholesterol is just there building up in your body and storing as fat in other parts of the body where it's not needed. Okay, so we continue. We were talking about sleep and how important it is to ensure that you get 7 to 8 hours of rest. And I was mentioning the process that your body breaks down cholesterol is while we sleep. And that is one of the processes that would definitely be disturbed. And you do not want fat to be stored in certain parts of the body because it can be very damaging, especially around the liver or the heart. So exercise, so specific exercise to help boosting testosterone levels, they're termed as resistance training. So this would be things like weightlifting, sit-ups, squats, push-ups. These things can help boost your testosterone levels. So it's important for you to get those strength training or resistance training in at least 2 to 3 times a week. Cut out processed foods. So this would be anything that is basically man-made. If it's man-made or preserved, it's not good for you. So sugary drinks, deli meats, anything like I said that has been preserved or man-made, it's not good. Get foods that are fresh from your plant to your mouth. The less processed any food goes through, the better it is for the body. And that's general. Okay, managing your stress. So cortisol is the stress hormone that can affect your testosterone. And you can manage stress by doing things like giving gratitude, being thankful, being mindful, meditating, yoga, or doing something that you enjoy, such as a light walk. Just sitting at the beach if you live in the Caribbean and watching at the sunset. If you like singing, if you like anything that relaxes you, basically. Not telling you to sit down all day and be a couch potato, but anything to just get away, to have some alone time and preserve that space for yourself. It's okay to be selfless sometimes, or selfish. It means that you care about yourself. Maintain a healthy weight. Again, if you notice that all your life you were 110 pounds and you were at your best state of health and wellness, and all of a sudden you find that you're either losing weight or gaining weight, this is something you need to be concerned about. And I know in Caribbean society, the minute people see you losing weight, it's like a taboo thing. You know, a lot of people prefer to be rosy and plump. But being rosy and plump is not healthy. Always remember that. Being fit and lean kind of is. So that should be the new trend in the Caribbean community. So I just want to expand a little bit more on where you can get all the vitamins that we mentioned, and just to explain some of the exercises as well a little bit more, and that will bring us to the end of this topic. So in foods, you can find zinc in oysters, pumpkin seeds, as we mentioned earlier, chickpeas, beef and lamb. Caution with the beef and lamb though, ensure that it's the lean part of these products, and you don't want to consume too much beef or lamb if you have cholesterol issues, or if you're genetically predisposed to having familiar cholesterol. You don't want to overindulge in the lamb or beef, so limit your intake as much as possible. Vitamin D sources in food, you can get it in fatty fish such as salmon and sardine, egg yolk, fortified dairy, and cereals. If you're lactose intolerant, just go for your eggs and your fish. And of course, the best source to activate the vitamin D that is in your body, sunlight, at least 10 to 20 minutes daily on the skin. Healthy fats that support hormone production, you have avocado. Just a minute. Okay, so we continue. As I was saying, healthy fats that help to support your hormone: avocado, olive oil, nuts and seeds, especially Brazil nuts for selenium, coconut oil in moderation. And if you're going to go for a coconut oil, don't go for the processed one, the one that goes through heat. Go for the one that is cold press and use it in moderation. Magnesium sources, things like leafy green vegetables, dark chocolate, at least those that are 70% and up, black beans, almonds, and cashews. Also coniferous vegetables, example, broccoli, kale, cauliflower, cabbage. However, be careful, don't overdo them, because they can help increase estrogen levels, which is a female hormone, and trust me, as a male you don't want to increase that hormone. So these help to lower excess estrogen, because male do have estrogen levels in their body, so it keeps it in balance. So let's just explain the exercise a little bit more. So weightlifting, body weight exercises such as push-up, squats, planks. You can do these 3 times per week, and it has shown to naturally increase testosterone. High intensity workout. So this term is new to you guys. High intensity workout just basically means that you do in quick 10 minutes, 5 minutes, maybe running on the spot, jumping jacks, anything that gets the heart elevated, and you don't do it for a prolonged period of time, probably 6 reps, 5 minutes, and that's your workout. And you do it 2 to 3 times a week. You don't even have to pay a gym membership fee. You can do this at the comfort of your home, watching your favorite movie, listening to music, whatever you like to do. And also core exercises, so things such as Pilates and yoga. Now I know men probably see this as a female dominant sort of exercise, but it's actually very good to help loosen up all the muscles, getting all those stretches in. And again, everything is available on a smartphone. You can download a Pilates app, a yoga app, and if you're a beginner, you start with the beginning level and you just take it from there. And these help to improve your stress, so it's very good. Caution as well, kindly do not overwork your heart. A lot of people like to do long cardio workout, running for a long period of time. This can actually do more damage. It can add more stress to the heart. Remember, your heart is a muscle, and you don't want to overwork that muscle. So even though cardio is important, you don't need to do long hours of cardio. So again, thank you for listening, thank you for joining, and if you like what you're hearing, kindly subscribe, like, share, recommend, leave some comments, give some feedback, ask your questions. We're all here to learn. It's an educational process. I don't know everything, and you may know things that I don't know, so kindly share it, leave it in the comment. And if you haven't subscribed as yet, kindly do so, and let's all build this community together. Let's all stay healthy and supportive to each other. Until we meet again, my name is Marinda, and I am a pharmacist practicing in St. Lucia. So Thank you for listening again, and see you soon.